Good morning, folks, and welcome back to Clark's Cookery. Today, we're going to show you guys one of the many methods of grilling steaks. These are some thin-cut ribeye steaks, and we seasoned them last night. We decided to try a different rub on them, so this is a mix of cinnamon and cayenne pepper. These are probably about a ½ inch or so thickness. So we're getting the grill fired up right now, and we'll come back and show you guys when we put them on the grill. Okay, folks, we got the grill heated up. It's running about 320 degrees, and we already put on a few smoking chips, oak and apple, to go with our oak lump charcoal. So let's go ahead and put our steaks on here. In this case, we did not trim the steaks at all. We just took them out the pack, washed them, rinsed them, patted them dry as you should. Then we put on our grapeseed oil and then some cinnamon and cayenne pepper. We're trying to do like a smoky sweet taste. You know, we already have our smoky sweet brand, but we're just playing around with some other seasonings, just seeing what all we like and don't like. So go ahead and get these on here. We're going to cook these to well done. And we'll come back and describe that in more detail as the cook continues. So check back with us soon. Alright guys, it's been about 7 or so minutes. So we're going to lift the top and take a look at these steaks and see how they look. Alright, they look like they're cooking pretty well. We're going to go ahead and flip these over. We're going to check one and see how they look first. Yeah, that's getting a good nice brown on them. They're not burnt. You can tell they're still very juicy. So again, for beef, well done, it's going to be your 165. And we will check it with our meat thermometers. And for steaks, you can actually pull them about 5 degrees before they read, because it will continue to rise. The internal temperature will as you cook them, or well, as they rest rather. So we may pull these at 160, and then with the 5 or 10 minute rest, it'll go ahead and get on up to the 165 that we want. So as I mentioned before, this is the choice cut of thin ribeye steaks. So you have your different grades of beef. You have select, choice, and prime. Choice is the middle as far as they would say, a quality of beef. Select being the lowest and prime being the highest. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and just brush a little bit of barbecue sauce on the side that was already facing down. Just a thin, light coating. You don't have to do much. Of course, if you like a lot of sauce, you put on more. But ribeye is such a flavorful meat anyway, you really don't want to cover it up. And use your own favorite sauce. We just have a mix of a little bit of beef sauce and maybe a little bit of syrup sauce that we're just brushing on this. It's our own personal blend. But you use whatever sauce you find tastes the best with your steaks. We're going to go ahead and brush these on. Drop the top for maybe about another 5 to 7 minutes, and we'll come back and start taking some internal temperatures. Okay folks, that was our timer going off. It's been about 5 or so minutes, so let's check the steaks and see how they look. Our time to start taking some internal temperatures, so let's flip these back over so we can go ahead and have the other side ready to get soft. As we do that, we'll take some temperatures. Now I know there are a lot of different ways to do steaks. You can do all these high sears and do different things and flip it, and we can discuss those in other methods, but this is more of the traditional, just cook it at a certain temperature, season it, and flip it maybe like once or twice. So that's what this video is about. So for those of you who are going to be asking what happened to the high hot sear, that's not this video. Alright. Got a little flame trying to come up on some of these. We got to hurry up and try to move it. But if you remember the man law, that flare-ups will be handled calmly and discreetly until such time as they spread to a national forest. Well, we see that flare up. We're going to be calm about it and not start snatching off meat and throwing it around, and we should be fine. But we will move it though, because it is incessant. Just move it over here temporarily. Slide it over. And keep going. Oh yeah, it's looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and start taking some temperatures. And of course, you remember for well done, you want it at 165. So you can pull these early and then let the rest period go ahead and finish taking it up. Because it's so thin, you don't want to poke through to the bottom. Wish we were just touching the grill because it's so thin. Alright, they're looking pretty good. They're looking like they're pretty close to getting done. We'll give them a few more minutes. Probably no more than about 2-3 minutes. And these are going to be ready to come on off. Okay guys, we're back. We've checked our temperatures. We're going to go ahead and start taking off some meat. We'll show you guys with maybe a couple of them the temperature again. You guys can see there, even with the flare-ups that we had, there's not a lot of major burn on these steaks, which is what you want. You can see that's still very loose and very good cooked steak. But the one steak that is about to fall apart on us. Alright, let's take this one steak here. So thin, I'm poking through the steak itself to the bottom. You really can't see it. Alright. That's good. Alright, we'll let these steaks rest a few minutes. We'll come back and show you guys how they look on the inside. Okay folks, welcome back. The steaks have been resting for 20 minutes, so we're going to go ahead and lift the top and see how they look. Very nice. As you guys can see, these steaks are very juicy. They aren't burned. And this is the traditional method of cooking steaks. We didn't do all the high sear and do a lot of flipping. This is just the normal traditional style, and as you can see, this just pulls right apart. So we're going to go ahead and cut the video and go ahead and get us some taste.
That was good.
Thank you. So once again, in summary, we took these out last night and put on our grapeseed oil, cinnamon and cayenne pepper let that rest in the refrigerator overnight. We got the grill to about 320 to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Cooked each side for about 7 or so minutes. Brushed the sauce on, and then we flipped it and cooked the second side for 7 minutes. Flipped it back and sauced both sides. And after about 15 minutes, they were ready to come off. Rested for 20 minutes, and this is the result. So once again, thanks for tuning in to Clark's Cookery, and we hope to see you guys again shortly. Thank you.